Hi, this is a review of the Cezanne colored pencils 72 set. And this is the tin they come in. And the pencils are named after artist Paul Cezanne, who was a painter in the Impressionist genre. This is the back, the tin. And there's Paul Cezanne right there. And these are marketed as an artist grade pencil, but a much more affordable one. On the back it talks about that they're light fast, although that hasn't been tested yet, but they claim to be light fast and have good wood quality, making them much easier to sharpen and keep to a point. The wood, and in my testing of them sharpening, I had no issues with them sharpening. The core of the pencil is bound to the barrel itself to further resist breakage. On the bottom here are all the colors with their numbered codes. And take a look inside. And there they are. And in the inside cover also talks about their light fastness. They say that they're a 3-point-millimeter lead and encased in hardwood. 72 colors for portraiture, landscapes, and seascapes. And they also claim to have sought the opinion of artists in what colors would be good in a set. Now, as usual, most of these tins have these flimsy trays. There's two of them, 36 pencils in each tray. And these are the colors. This is what the pencil looks like. It says Cezanne, and Creative Mark is the manufacturer. It says Artist Pencils. Now, you might see I have a little number etched on here with fine point Sharpie. That's because they have no color names on them. And according to Jerry's Artorama website, that was a mistake. The first batch that was manufactured missed putting the color names on them. So that is going to be corrected in future trays that come out. They will have the color names on them. I happen to get one of the first ones. Now, in putting the tray back in, it is a bit of a challenge. I have to kind of push it in on one side, get it to fit. And I like when I get a set that comes in a tin, I like to keep it in the tin. It's just easier for me in storage. And I enjoy taking them out of the tray as I'm using them. What I did was swatch them according to their numbers on the tin. And then I gave them my own numbers, 1 to 72, to make it easier for me to find them and reference. And I'm going to keep them in the order in which they came. Now, some of things I observed when coloring on this 65-pound cardstock. I did comparison to two other brands as well, the Cezanne with the Prismacolor Premier and the Arteza. Now, in vibrancy, you won't be surprised to learn that the Premier wins. I haven't heard of a colored pencil being more vibrant than the Premiers. However, I found that the Cezanne and the Arteza are very similar in color saturation and color about the same way. One difference being, I believe the Arteza are 4-point-millimeter. They have a larger core. And so that's one minor difference. But other than that, they're pretty much the same pencil regarding how they feel and color and lay down on the paper. I did find that, unlike the Premiers, the Cezanne were a little bit scratchy at times. But they are smooth and have a good lay down, as do the Arteza. Like I said, that both the Arteza and the Cezanne are very similar in how they feel and lay down. And then I did a little test to see how well they blend, and they blend very nicely. And then there's the Premiers and the Arteza. And I think the Cezanne's blend beautifully. And I used, afterward, I used the Premier blending pencil to smooth them out. And I'll show you a coloring I'm working on. What I did. This is from a Court of Thorns and Roses, and this is still a work in progress. I'm doing a buddy color with Tasia over at Fran's Kaleidoscope, which is an awesome name for a channel, by the way. She's already finished hers, and I was waiting for the Cezannes to come in before I did any more work on it, because I wanted to test them out in this book. Now the background, all of this here was done with the Premiers, and some of it using a base of Crayola watercolors, such as the floor and the bed here, and the curtains. The rest was done with Premiers. He was done exclusively with the Cezannes. And I'm very happy the way they lay down in this book. They're vibrant. They blend very nicely. And they have nice skin tones too, ranging from the palest peach to the darkest brown. And I think I'll use them again on the female figure. So you can see here I used 2 shades of gray and the black for shading. And the same thing with his jacket. I used 3 shades of red. One, the lightest one is a base coat, and then went over most of it with a redder, and then used the darkest red for most of the shading. So you may be wondering, how did they work on Create Space paper? Well, I did a little testing of that too. And as you can see, they lay down very nicely. You can see a lot of the white in the paper, obviously, but an extra layer on that and some blender pencil would work just fine. So I don't see there's a big issue on this paper anyway, working with these. Now these are designed for the artist in mind, not the colorist, but I got them for coloring. And so, yeah, that's pretty much my review. I do recommend them. I got them on Amazon for about $30. And I saw recently where Jerry's Art Rama had them for $28. And they are the ones, they are the seller of this particular pencil. The main distributor. You will find Jerry's Artorama selling them on Amazon. That's where I got them. Some of the reviews on Amazon, one person said that they compared to the Schwierfarben pencils, that this person said that they were almost the exact same colors, with the latter pencil being a bit more vibrant, but not that much. And another reviewer compared them to Sargent Art Supremes. Their review wasn't that positive because this person wasn't too crazy about the Sargent Art pencils, which neither, I don't own that set or the Schwierfarben, so I can't give you a good comparison of those two. But in looks, they do look very similar, but they are not the same pencil. These are distributed by Creative Mark. So that's my little mini review of the Cezanne colored pencils from a colorist perspective. I do recommend them. They are vibrant, they lay down smooth and soft, and they sharpen beautifully. Thanks for watching.